Yo guys, I'm here in a single player creative world that I've loaded up, and I'm ready to begin a brand new series on my channel. It's a Let's Build series. Today's episode we're going to be building a stable with a horse stable, that is, with a 1.6 update right around the corner, just 2 days from when I'm recording this. I'm going to be building a stable, hopefully to give you guys some inspiration when you're going to go build your stables when 1.6 comes out. Now, like I said, I'm here in a creative world, and I'm over here. I've picked out a nice little spot for a horse stable, some mountains, some grasslands over here, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to get right into the building part of this, and I'll be right back when I'm ready to start building. See you guys. Alright guys, so I'm here again, ready to start building. Now the first thing I want to point out is that this is a post commentary. So I've already built this, and now I'm talking over the video. Now the reason I've done this is because when I was building, and whenever I build really, there's a lot of me talking, counting to myself. You know, I've got to count how many blocks to go over one way or something, but and I've got to look at the design and stuff. But basically that's just letting you know. So, and I've never seen this done on a Let's Build, and usually it's just a live commentary. So if this does seem weird for a reason, that might be why, and I don't really know. I won't know until I get the final product. Excuse me. I won't know until I get the final product whether or not this is kind of weird. So, and you can let me know that in the comment section. So right now I'm just laying out the frame in cobblestone. Now this building was a little bit different for me in that this is a perfectly square building. If I'm not mistaken, it was about 16 by 16 blocks. You can see in the video if you're building along with me. Uh, so yeah, this was a perfectly square building, which is something I never do. So I did it here, and of course I thought it turned out nice, which is why I went with the final design as being a square. Um, as far as Let's Builds go, I know they're usually done by more popular YouTube channels, YouTubers that have a lot of subscribers because people care about what they build. But um, I build all the time, even stuff that you guys have never seen on Thrival or whatnot. I build it. I spend a lot of time just building, just jogging my creativity and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to lay down a build in in a video and see what you guys thought about my design. So this is just really simple horse stable, and as much cobblestone as I've already laid down here, it's not all cobblestone. I can I can assure you of that. Just cobblestone accents here and there to give it a nice old looking feel. Now you'll see I did go for an older look to this building, but at the same time it turns out a little bit different in the end, and something I didn't intend when I first built it, but I was really happy with how it turned out. So I'm adding oak wood logs here, and these are oak wood, but the majority of wood I use is spruce wood because I like the combination of spruce wood and cobblestone. So that's that. Now this building, chances are that I will build the exact same thing in Thrival on the Thrival server, so you won't see me build that if I do so, just because you don't want to see the same thing built twice, I'm sure. So I'm doing that here. And the next thing I need to start working on is the roof. Now, the roof is something I can talk a little bit about. Roofs are something that people don't play around with enough to make them look good, and the roof sells the house as far as I'm concerned. The detail really brings everything together, but if you don't have a good roof on your house, I mean, the building's not going to look as good as it should. Now, roofs are something really simple if you just mess around a little bit, and a lot of people, even myself, I just go for flat roofs, but sometimes flat roofs are okay depending on the building. Um, but sometimes when you're going for a more detailed look, you've got to mess around with roof designs and stuff like that. So, and you'll see me doing that here, but it's really, and it might look complicated if you're trying to follow along to build this yourself, but it's really not, and you just gotta watch the video, and I mean, you can apply this kind of roof to many different styles of buildings if you want. So, and that's the main point of this video is to inspire you, not to not to just give you a building that you can make yourself. So in the front here, I threw in some fences just because I thought it looked stably. I know that's not a word. Um, it looked kind of stably to me, so I'm making that a word now. Um, so yeah, so roofs. I mean, you can go with the regular roof stairs all the way up and stuff, but you've gotta have some original design sometime to make it look good. I've seen roofs like this on other videos, but when I was building the original design, I had no intention of building a roof like this, and it just turned out very nice. Now, you can see here I'm adding in fences, and those are actually our windows. So fences can be used as windows if they're used strategically. Um, I feel, and I'm not the greatest builder in the world, but I do enjoy it. So I kind of know what I'm talking about just a little bit, um, because I do it enough. Now the fences are good if they're used kind of sparingly. Don't place more than two fences together or something like that. Um, and they can create a good feel on old rustic type builds, and you will see hopefully, because I've already designed another building that features fences as windows, and hopefully you will see that in a Thrival video, because I'm going to build that building in a Thrival video. It's a larger scale building, and it's too long for any kind of let's build deal. Um, Now, if you're following along right here, um, I'm actually going to rip this down, and I shouldn't have. I should have left it just how it is. So, and I'll make a cut in a second here and fix my mistake. Don't If you're trying to build a roof like this, don't go one space back like I did here, um, and make the ring all the way around. It should be one farther out. So I'll explain that in just a second after the cut is made. But so yeah, I'm going to begin working on the roof here, and the roof is the majority of the project, just because it takes some time, because it's got a good amount of detail. And like I said before, do not place the stairs here, and I'll show you why in just a second. Alright guys, so you notice I made a cut right there, and what you need to do if you're building this, or a roof like this, is take the cobblestone out one, which I was originally going to do in the video, and then I pulled it back one. Stupid mistake, but I went back, looked at the design, and just realized it needs to be out one, and you will see why when I start laying the stairs for the actual roof. Um, so I'm going to start laying the stairs here, and what this does, coming out one, well, basically going back one and then coming out one again, was just to give the roof depth. And depth is obviously an important part in the building. Um, make everything look more three-dimensional. So that's what I did here. And also, you might be able to notice that underneath the stairs, some of the cobblestone kind of shows through at the bottom there. And from ground level, that gives it a nice look, in my opinion. Um, so basically, the pattern is really simple. It's just upside down stairs, and then right side upstairs, just alternating back and forth. And the upside down stairs kind of fall over the top of the right side upstairs. I hope I'm making sense here, just to give it a nice look. And if you notice, the right side upstairs, I put the corner stair in so that it all gets rounded off at the end. But on the upside down stairs, I don't, and that's just to give it a more cut off look on the upside down stairs. And now you need blocks. Obviously, this is easier to do in creative mode, but um, regardless of creative or survival, you need blocks um, behind your stairs, so you have something to place them on. And you need to go with the spruce wood if you're going to do this, because if anything's going to shine through, which it does at spots, mostly on the bottom, not behind the stairs. Um, you don't want to have a different kind of block showing through. You can't just have cobblestone thrown behind there, because in this particular case it won't look so good. So just make a ring of spruce wood around the inside, and just try to copy this if you're trying to go for this kind of roof. Just make the ring, throw up your upside down stairs, and then You actually don't need to make another ring for the right side upstairs. You just put the right side upstairs um, on top of the ring you're making here. Alright, so basically my plan for editing this video is that this roof is very repetitive and it's not really in a let's build fashion, but I think I'm going to speed up this part of the roof building. So I'll speed this up and then skip to when it's almost done or to when we're working on the interior. Alright. Alright guys, so I realized that that speeded up version might have been a bit hard to follow, um, but my idea was that you'd basically get the gist or the concept of the roof. It's really just a really repetitive pattern. It's just upside down stairs, right side upstairs. So that's basically what your roof is going to look like now. I talked about earlier that I ended up getting a different look than what I was going for originally, and it almost looks like an Asian roof, which is kind of cool for the horse stable. So yeah, now I'm going to begin work on the interior, and the first thing I wanted to do here was just put in a cobblestone beam across the top. Now, getting back to the Asian roof, it almost reminded me of a movie I saw once, and I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. It was, I want to say, a Tom Cruise movie, but I don't really know my actors, so I could be wrong. It was called like The Last Samurai or something like that, and that's what reminded me of the Edge, and I thought, in the end, sorry, and I thought that was really cool. So, I don't know, just a little background on why I decided to actually go with that roof. Um, and once you go to the inside here, there's more upside down spruce stairs and stuff like that. Plenty of stairs and as well as fences. But I actually used fence gates more on the inside here to block off. Basically, the idea is that there's two different lanes for horses, like two different stables within the stable, two different pens, I guess, and I blocked them off with fences, or sorry, fence gates rather than fences, because they don't attach to the ground every single one. So I thought that would look nice. Now the inside, I want to talk about. It's something that you can really make your own. The outside of the building, if you're going for the outside of the building look that I've done here, that's great. But the inside is something that you can really, you don't have to do everything that I'm doing here. You can see I put spruce stairs upside down all around the outside, and now I'm just going to level it all off, give the roof a real flush look with a different colored slab, but an oak wood slab, just to make the ceiling all level. And one thing you'll notice that is missing from my horse barn that's going to be different from all of yours, I'm guessing, is that I did not incorporate hay bales anywhere, and that's simply because I was building this in 1.5, not actually on 1.6, the snapshot or the regular 1.6 update. So I'm building this on 1.5, but you can throw in hay bales in the corner or in the ground or whatever you want to do to make the look your own. And basically, the two stable sides are just big mirror images of each other. So anything, if you're doing the interior the way I did it, anything you did on the first side, you're going to do on the second side. It's going to be exactly the same um, for I think all of it actually is exactly the same. So again, you're just going to add your spruce upside down spruce steps, and I made a mistake here of not going high enough, so I'll get rid of that. But another thing is the area above the first ceiling here, up to the roof. It's almost like a little attic um, loft type deal. Um, and if you want, you can throw up a ladder or even a small staircase in the corner or something, and actually do something up in the roof, like a little extra room, throw hay bales up there for storage. So you could do that if you want. I decided not to, just because when I build something, it's more about aesthetics than it is functionality, which has its ups and downs, of course. So just making this roof flush again, and then basically the attic area will be pretty much covered up, and I won't really have to worry about that anymore. And there's a couple details that I missed when building this, that I'll add in for the outro, and show off those details there. Um, and so yeah, I think that's just about it for the interior, other than just a little bit of lighting, and there needs to be lighting on the outside as well. Um, Almost a staple of my builds is a torch on a fence post. I love adding lighting that way, and it's real simple. Um, and for rustic looks, it looks, or for rustic buildings, it's just got that look, that I think lighting should have, for an older building. So um, that's about it for the interior, other than of course the details that I missed, that'll be added into the outro, and you can throw your torches on fence posts all the way around the outside as well, like I do here, and yeah, so that's just about it. You've got the basic concept of the building. There's some little change that I made to the lighting that I've actually never done before, which is to add trap doors to your little lighting fixture. Throw your trap door under the fence here, and all the way around. And yeah, this is the first time I've ever done that, and I think it looks pretty cool. Um, of course, just like everything else in this video, that's just my opinion though. So that's the lighting, and yeah, that's that. Alright, so basically you get the idea of the building, and one last thing you can't forget to leave out is a little fence post in the middle, so that you can put a lead on for your horse, and tie up your horse. You can put multiple horses in both sides if you want. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you a quick look of what it looks like at night, in case you're wondering. It kind of does lose some of the effect with the lighting. You might actually want to add some lighting to the roof up towards the top, because it looks a bit darker than the bottom, but that's understandable.
Alright guys, so that's basically it.
Yeah,
So
that's
my
about
horse
it.
stable, just getting you guys ready for the 1.6 update. I really hope you enjoyed it, because I had fun making it, so let me know if you want to see another one. Just a couple last details that I forgot to put in the video, that I added after. Some buttons up here on the four corners, and as well as buttons along the wood here on every side, except for the front. And a couple last things that you could do if you want to change up the lighting a bit. Throw a picture frame, or an item frame rather, down. Put a slab inside. I would use a spruce slab for this building. And then on the outside, on the block, you place a torch, and it looks like it's like holding the torch. So personally, I prefer this one. Go ahead and do whatever you want. Make it your own. And also, like any build, you can go and add some landscaping with some bushes if you want. Again, I recommend both spruce leaves and the spruce log for that. So, of course, leave me your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.